You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's do it.
It's time for religious bullshit.
What the fuck is up, universe? Welcome back to humanity's greatest one-man show. It's The Dusty Show. Missed you guys. I only did one show last week. It's not my fault, folks. I'm not being lazy. I got that promise. It's just not shit happened. What the fuck? I guess it's good. I mean, it's been kind of a horrible 6 months, so it's good to have a little... Don't play that song! Fuck off! That's a great song, though. Been a horrible 6 months with Trump as president, so I guess it's good to get a little bit of a reprieve. But I was like, working on it, but... You guys know me, if I don't have the nuts, if I don't have the cards, I'm not going to come out here and bullshit. People are like, just do a short show, Dusty. Nah. I hate, like, people that do streams. They just sit there and fucking talk. Boring as shit. I never talk, baby, so no. And most people don't understand, like, this is kind of a little production I have going on here. Every show, there's a small set that has to be erected and then torn down at the end of the show. We got multiple green screens behind me. Literally 20 lights in here. I got to fucking do my hair. It's got to be powdered to perfection, baby. It takes a while to make all this shit happen, so let's have a good show. I'm not going to show up and bullshit you motherfuckers. Good news is, when I do show up, you know it's going to be a go. When I not have a decent show, we'll see how it fucking goes. Still kind of a snow-lose weekend, but it's all good. At least we get to hang out together. That's what matters. I didn't do much, to be honest with you. Caught up on some Severed Season 2. I'm almost finished. I got like 3 more episodes to watch. I'm getting there. And more Night City, baby. Cyberpunk in VR. I finally got to the part where Phantom Liberty starts, and holy shit, it's badass. Like the whole thing. Being able to play it in VR, being there. Like it's the plane comes down and you're like rushing through the city. There's a pyramid over here. It's all lit up. It's like fucking Las Vegas. You're there, baby. It's fucking cool as shit. So been enjoying that. Can't wait to the future. You guys actually get to play that shit. I'm a couple years ahead of you guys, but you'll get there. Believe me. And all right, let's go get the show off, folks. As usual, you know what's up. Super chats are what's up. Lifeblood of the show, really, to be honest with you. It's how I keep the lights on. Over here is a dollar sign. You click it, and then you click the Super Chats button, and then you donate money, and then I read your words. That's how Super Chat works, so help me out if you can. I would appreciate it. And all right, let's go ahead and get going, folks. As we do at the beginning of every show, we see how AI does with the thumbnail. Once again, killer thumbnail I made for this show. How do I do it? Every time. Best thumbnails in the business for the best fucking show. And we're going to get to this. I know you guys probably already seen it. Don't live on our fucking rock. The whole CEO affair thing that broke the internet last week. Basically, the only thing that happened last week was this shit. Anyway, here's my spin. AOC and Netanyahu disappointed. Anyway, as always, we gave AI one shot to see how it animated this thumbnail. Is it going to capture it or let it slip? All right, AI, go.
I can't get it.
All right, it's okay, I guess. It's funny. It's kind of funny, I guess, AI. All right, I'm going to give you a pretty good A minus. A minus on that one, AI. You got it. That's the best you've ever done, I think. I don't think you ever got an A minus for AI. So pretty good. And all right, let's go ahead and kick it off. The disappointment in Free Palestine, which is our opening section tonight. Break it! I can't believe Marjorie Trader Queen actually did something semi-based for once. Now, she had these amendments she put out on the House floor, right? All of her different amendments. She had one that was like, hey, I don't want to fund Ukraine no more. Different amendment. I would have voted that one down. Another amendment, hey, let's not fund Israel anymore. Let's not send them $500 million and more money for their Iron Dome. Let's not do that. That sounds like a great idea for once. I'm with Marjorie Trader Queen. The socks stay on. But you know who wasn't for that? AOC betrayed us all. Now, a lot of the squad was on board with voting against this, as they should be. Ilhar Omar was like, hell to the no. But only 6 of them voted against it, folks. Only fucking 6 had our goddamn back, standing up against the terrorist organization of the IDF in Israel, and AOC wasn't one of them. And she got a lot of fucking blowback, and good. I would say if she has a shot at president at all in the future, it just got dented like a motherfucking eye. She might be able to overcome this. We'll see. Never say never. But man, she definitely hurt her presidential prospects in the future with this one, because almost everybody was hating on her except for the Zionists were loving it. And she got really bad excuse, a horrible, fucking ridiculous, terrible, yucky poo excuse. Here it is. Marjorie Taylor Greene's amendment does nothing to cut off offensive aid to Israel. Okay, but it does cut off their protection, right? Like, you don't want to fucking protect terrorists, right? You don't want to have our tax dollars to fund terrorists so they can just commit terrorism without having any reprisal whatsoever. That's bad, right, AOC? Well, AOC doesn't think that's bad. Nor in the flow of munitions being used in Gaza. Of course I voted against it. Of course! Why are you saying of course? That's not good, AOC. Bad. More of that in a minute. What it does do is cut off defensive Iron Dome capabilities. All right, good. Cut that shit off. We shouldn't pay for that. Hey, they are nuclear power. They can defend their fucking selves. They got plenty of money. Hey, take some of that motherfucking money they're using to give their people health care or pay for their free education and have them pay for their own goddamn missiles, AOC. What in the F is happening, y'all? How is MTG more based than AOC on this one? This is all fuck you, y'all. This is why I don't have no faith in humanity no more. I'm about to give goddamn up on everything. What it does is cut off the defensive Iron Dome capabilities while allowing the actual bombing, killing Palestinians to continue. Yeah, maybe they'll fuck around and find out, have some repercussions for their goddamn actions. Maybe if they feel some of the pain they're dishing out, they will be less likely to deal with that pain. Obviously. Like if you buy a school shooter a fucking bulletproof vest and you're like, hey, I don't want him to get killed. Why not? Cut off his defensive capabilities. Make him have some skin in the fucking game. But no. I have long stated that I do not believe that adding to the death. No, first of all, this is bullshit. She about to lie and gaslight us. More in a minute. I have long stated that I do not believe that adding to the death count of innocent victims to this war is constructive to its end. That is a simple and clear difference of opinion that has long been established. Bullshit, gaslight, fuck off, anger. I remain focused on cutting the flow of U.S. munitions that are being used to blah, blah, blah. Anyway, everybody mad. It is also amazing how there is never any demand to conditions aid to the Israeli regime. Yeah, why not condition? Hey, we'll fund your little Iron Dome thing, but you immediately have to stop bombing Palestine. Otherwise, no Iron Dome money. How about that, LC? Nah. This is indefensible, says Mike Figueroa. Agreed. A country doing a little genocide should get $0. True story. If you literally believe they're a terrorist organization committing genocide, why are you sending them fucking shit, AOC? Goddamn sellout, man. I can't believe this shit. But everybody was giving her the business. Protect kids in Gaza, protect Iron Dome. Yep. And I fucking love it. And one of the best takes I saw on this was this one. I kind of cribbed it a little bit already. Imagine buying body armor for a mass shooter and then justifying it by telling people it's strictly defensive. And you're working tirelessly to end their shooting spree. Bullshit. We don't fucking believe you. Of course, the libs are out there lying their fucking ass off. Lying to me. Oh, hell no, you don't lie to me. Don't insult my intelligence, motherfucker, to try to cover for this bullshit. We'll get there in a second. But initially, remember back in the day, she voted for something similar before, folks, and she got on the House floor and she cried. Remember this? In 2021, AOCIA initially voted no for Iron Dome funding, then changed it to present. Very brave. At the last minute and literally cried on the House floor and profusely apologized. Yeah, she was gaslighting about this always being her position, right? Bullshit. And said she still opposed it. Now, she not only proudly voted yes for Iron Dome funding, she gleefully defends it as Israel is committing a genocide and has invaded and bombed Lebanon, Yemen, Iran, Syria. They're bombing fucking everybody. War crimes all around. There is no, comeuppance. They know that nothing's going to happen to them, so why should they stop their fucking war crimes when people like AOC got to make sure they're protected every step of the way while they do their genocide? And she is lying that this has always been her position. Fuck yeah, she is. So AOC's response to Israel's genocide and wars across the region is to reward them for it. Yes, it's utterly depraved. Remember, this is her back in the day. Crying on the floor and being consoled by her colleagues after she switched her vote from no to present. She was so sad. I can't believe I had to cowardly vote present instead of no. This is always shut the fuck up, goddammit. No presidencies for you. Man, everybody going to disappoint you guys. I just know any day. Pedro going to come out as a fucking pedo. I know it. I love me some Pedro. Don't do it, Pedro. Don't do it anyway. Lies, deadable lies, though. Tax the rich. This is her now. Yep, her and her fancy, expensive tax the rich church protecting the terrorist organization as they murder fucking children. Super fucking disappointed. So, like I said, didn't stop the dipshits on my Twitters from lying. So this is what they do, folks. They put out a lie, and these motherfuckers don't even research anything because they don't actually care. Right? They don't actually care about the dead Palestinian children. They don't actually care about the genocide. They just want to play team sports. And I'm a Democrat. I'm a progressive, so AOC's on my side, so I just got to defend her. I don't have to look up the lies I post. I'm just going to post it first and be all smug and arrogant like this motherfucker, Hero Strauss, who follows me for some reason, who posted, "Too long, didn't watch," when I posted this. Well, you should have watched it, you dumbass. Said, MTG's bill would cut funding to Israel, but it would also cut funding to Ukraine, Jordan, and Taiwan, all strong allies facing threats from expansionary regimes. This was a clown bill and pretended like Democrats are bad people for voting against it is incredibly unserious. No, you posting this is a lie and shows that you were fucking unserious because none of this is true. It was a completely separate amendment. Yes, she had an amendment for Ukraine, was completely separate, was voted on separately, and then she had an amendment for not funding the Iron Dome that was ordered on separately. So, of course, too long, didn't watch. Instead, I'm going to post this fucking lie. Just trying to shill for AOC and these goddamn war criminal apologists. And yeah, the amendment to cut missile defense funding for Israel was not tied to the amendment prohibiting funds for Ukraine. Maybe you should have watched it, idiot, but they don't actually give a shit. They're the fucking worst. I hope this person's here. If you're here, you suck shit. Like, why not do a tiny ounce of fucking research before you act all smug and arrogant and try to talk fucking shit? I know, because it's team sport, right? She on your team. Got to defend her. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about the terrorism, the war crimes, the child murder? Long as you defend your girl, right? This is why I'm not fucking a Democrat anymore, y'all. This is why I don't fucking play these team sports. It's a red line for me. If you don't do everything in your power, and I mean fucking everything, to stop the child murder, the genocide, the ethnic cleansing, fuck you in every goddamn humanly possible way you could be fucked. You are my enemy. Meanwhile, Israel seeking Trump's help to ship off the Palestinian, the Gazans, to Africa. You know, they've never been there. But let's take their home from them and ship them off to another fucking country. The director of Israel's Mossad spy agency visited Washington this week seeking U.S. help to convincing countries to take hundreds of thousands of Palestinians from Gaza. Two sources with knowledge, that's probably what they'll do, folks. They've already pretty much destroyed everything they have. They know nothing to return to. They've killed so many of them, so why not just go ahead and complete the ethnic cleansing? With Big Brother U.S. got your back, and even the progressives got your back. We'll protect you every step of the way while you genocide, ethnically cleanse them. Even people on our own team, because fuck us. This goddamn country can't collapse fast enough. And don't forget, folks, psychos. That's what we have here in this country. So this woman's son, instead of going to college like a normal fucking kid, decides to go over and join the terrorist organization at murder camp, the IDF. And his mama's so proud. He did the right thing by deciding to go murder some children.
A mother of a soldier?
I am his mother, yeah.
And you live in USA?
Yeah, we live in Texas, yeah.
And he came for army?
Yes, after October 7th, he was going to go to college, and he said, Mom, I feel like I need to help. I need to be there. So.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
What you told him when he say?
You go kill those children. I'm so proud of you for murdering children in the name of Israel. I'm so proud of you for risking your life for them. You murder those little kids.
What can you say, you know? He did the right thing.
Did the right thing.
I'm very proud.
So proud.
Very proud.
He's
wants
a psycho.
to stay in Israel?
I raised him so well to be a child murderer. I'm proud and I love me some Jesus.
After army?
No, he's coming home. He's coming home.
I hope not. I hope he comes on a fucking body bag. I hope he comes in fucking pieces. I hope you get to lament him every day of your life, cry on your fucking pillow every day of your life for your dead fucking terrorist son. Fuck him and fuck you. And that is my Free Palestine for this goddamn evening. What a trash heap of a country. Yep, so sad. So proud of my little terrorist. Annoying. Yes, it is annoying living in this fucking country. Crazy what we've become. I guess we've always been this way, but now it's all televised 24/7. And does that lady have facial muscles? Has all been Botoxed out? Pull her fucking face to her asshole and then botulism everywhere. That's the American way, baby. Gotta have that Trump face. Tears for God's children. Yep, they're definitely the worst. All right, let's go ahead and move along, folks. Let's listen to some Steve Perry do a rendition of some Chud Watch.
Chud Watch, talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud side and make fun of them.
Chud Watch, woo! And first off, on Chud Watch, folks, Trump in bad health. You know he's in bad health because they lying about it. First off, people noticed his cankles. They all swollen up. Man, I'll tell you what, it's sad. This is the truth, though. That's literally what my Uncle Ray looked like right before he died. His ankles were all swollen up like this. Bad. It means your heart's not pumping your blood correctly, right? He probably got some bad heart issues. Why wouldn't he? Got bruises all over him. Of course, the White House is all like, no, he's fine, man. It's minor. It's minor shit. He's got some chronic venous insufficiency. Doctors checked him out. He's healthy as a horse. I hope not. I hope he dies soon. The quicker, the better. Come on, heart, give out. But, you know, he has the best medicine that money can buy, so he'll probably fucking outlive me. Son of a fuck. But not stopping him from doing his usual lies. Remember I covered on the last show, I made fun of him. All the bullshit going on. Try to distract from the Epstein files by talking about Coca-Cola and real sugar. That's what we need. Corn syrup. That's bad, I guess. And real sugar good. Even though they're fucking exactly the same, right? He was like, I was on the phone with Coke, and I told Coke, put real sugar in your Coke. And Coke was like, yes, sir, Mr. President, sir. We're going to put sugar in our Coke. Like, this is fucking important. Anyway, turns out that was a lie. Coke is like, nah, we're not doing that. We love corn syrup. What the fuck? But he can lie all he wants to, I guess. So stupid. And speaking of which, make America healthy again. That's our new campaign. They didn't like it when Mrs. Obama did it. But his brainworms Secretary of Health posted this Steak and Shake post. Starting August 1st, Steak and Shake will offer Coca-Cola with real cane sugar in glass bottles, otherwise known as Mexican Coke. That's Mexican Coke. America deserves the best. And then he's like, make America healthy again is winning. Yeah, because it's real healthy when you drink a shitload of sugar. Like, what the fuck even is this? Like, seriously, I'm having trouble believing this is real life, as I always do. It can't be fucking real. This cannot be real. Who are these people that believe drinking sugar in your Coke is healthy? Like, whatever. It's too stupid. Not even entertaining. It's so stupid. And then apparently they fired Colbert. They fired Colbert from his show, The Late Show. And folks, I don't give a shit about Stephen Colbert. I don't think he's that good of a guy, to be honest with you. It ain't funny to me at all. And seemed like he kind of a Zionist fucking prick and he Catholic. All bad to me. Anyway, people seem to enjoy watching celebrities for some reason. I don't know why. I don't give a fucking shit about Pete Davidson's tattoo removal or, I don't know, Jennifer Lawrence's queefs or whatever they're talking about over there. I don't understand why people care, but some people do. Anyway, Colbert came out and was talking about how Paramount, who is his parent company, was giving bribes to Trump. They wanted to give bribes to Trump. Trump filed the most frivolous lawsuit ever filed. It would have easily been thrown out if Paramount would have fought it, but Paramount don't want to fight it because Paramount wants to bribe the president in order to curry favor with him. And the way they did it, though, basically sold out journalism, although journalism was already on life support at this point. But basically, they let it be known that you can't even do basic journalism. They'll fold immediately, not have your back if the president sues them. If they want to bribe the president, they'll just sell out 60 Minutes in a heartbeat. So he called about immediately fired. Now, they claimed it was not because of that. They claimed it was some kind of business decision. But it was probably because of that, right? You're not allowed to speak out against the president anymore in this fucking country. It's fascism all day long. They're not even trying to hide it. We're going to go over that in the hero section. And he's like, I absolutely love that Colbert got fired. Yeah, why would the president campaign for some comedian to get fired off his show? That just tracks, right? His talent was even less than his ratings. I hear Jimmy Kimmel is next. Has even less talent than Colbert. Greg Gutfeld is better than all of them combined. Oh my God, dude. That's a low bar. Including the moron on the NBC who ruined, once again, tonight's show. Hey, they can cancel it all because I don't give a shit. But I don't like Trump being happy. I don't like that part. Then there's always a tweet. Then he started demanding that the Washington, whatever they called now, I don't know. I don't watch sports. They used to be called the Washington Redskins, but they changed their name because I guess that's offensive to some people. I don't know. I don't even know if Native Americans found it offensive. I know somebody did. I don't give a shit either way. Whatever. Anyway, back in the day, I guess when they were trying to get him to change name to begin with, Donald Trump was like, President should not be telling the Washington Redskins to change their name. Our country has far bigger problems. Focus on them and not nonsense. That's right, Joe Biden. Or whoever, I guess it's Obama. That's right, Obama. Stop focusing on this stupid fucking bullshit, you petty motherfucker. Of all the things you could be focusing on, why are you focusing on a sports team name? Now Trump all like, the Washington whatever should immediately change their name back to the Washington Redskins football team. Oh my God, you hypocrite. These people ain't about fucking nothing ever. God damn it. But I love there's always a tweet. I only wish they cared about anything. And then, in the Epstein files, another week of people coming out of the woodwork. I don't know where all the press coverage was on this shit back when Trump was running. I know I was covering it from day one. Derelict in their duty, as always, the press. But anyway, first off, this woman went viral again for this video.
I'm considered number 27. I'm Donald Trump's 27th sexual assault victim. When I was doing Sports Illustrated, that's when he assaulted me. Jeffrey Epstein walked me into his office to be sexually assaulted by him.
Yeah, 27 out of, I don't know, a million. How many is it now? I know they're all lying, though. Everybody's lying except for Trump. Then it was reported that Trump hosted a Calendar Girls party, and the only guest was his best friend, Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah, it's our president, y'all. In 1982, when Mr. Trump hosted a party at Mar-a-Lago for young women in a so-called Calendar Girl competition, Mr. Epstein was the only other guest, according to George Herney. Yeah, a lot of the women that Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficked, they met at Mar-a-Lago, but no one cares. A Florida-based businessman who arranged the event, Mr. Harani, recalled being surprised that Mr. Epstein was the only other person on the list. I said, Donald, this is supposed to be a party with VIPs, Mr. Harani told the New York Times in 2019. You're telling me it's just you and Epstein? Yeah, me and Epstein, a bunch of teenage girls, completely normal, nothing to see here, folks. But as we're about to show you in a minute, MAGA doesn't actually care if Trump raped girls. They actually think it's cool. They're fine with it. They think that's based. My president gets pussy. That's all they really care about, folks. Even if it's child pussy, they don't give a shit. They're the worst among us. Then, apparently, Jeffrey Epstein had a book of letters that was written to him by high-profile, powerful people for his birthday, like this leather-bound book that had all these letters in it, like Bill Clinton had one in there, of course. That sorry sack of shit should be thrown under the jail right with Donald fucking Trump. And then Trump also had his little note there, and they released in the Wall Street Journal, which is not a left-wing rag. Wall Street Journal is a right-wing rag, okay? This is a conservative paper, so this is not some libs lying. They would not have reported this unless they had all the evidence, unless they were lard up to the fucking gills, knew they didn't have nothing to worry about. So basically, Donald Trump first drew a picture. He doodled a picture of a naked woman with his little Donald Trump signature as the pubic hair, because classy for Jeffrey Epstein. And then he wrote a little note, a little soliloquy, a little conversation that was supposed to be him and Jeffrey Epstein talking. Now, Trump wrote all this. He wrote the Jeffrey Epstein part. He wrote the Trump part. And this is what it said. Voiceover. There must be more to life than having everything. The note began. Donald. Yes, there is, but I won't tell you what it is. It's fucking teenage girls. Jeffrey, nor will I, since I also know what it is. Also, he knows what it is. It's fucking teenage girls. Jeffrey, nor will I. Donald, we have certain things in common, Jeffrey. What's that? What do you have in common, Donald? Wonder. Jeffrey, yes, we do, come to think of it. Once again, this is all written by Donald Trump. Donald, enigmas never age. Have you noticed that? Jeffrey, as a matter of fact, it was clear to me the last time I saw you. Trump, a pal is a wonderful thing. Happy birthday. And may every day be another wonderful secret. What? What secret? What secret could you guys be talking about? I don't have any idea. It's a fucking mystery. So, of course, they deny because this looks bad. They can't admit to it, but it's real, folks. Of course, he's a pedo. We know. Nobody cares. It's fine. Immediately, they went to the airwaves to lie about it. First off, Donald Trump Jr. My father has a very specific way of speaking. People all over the world have mimicked it. You may make fun of it. The insanity written in the Wall Street Journal ain't it, and everyone knows it. No, we all know it's true. That's exactly how he talks. Also, in 47 years, I've never seen him doodle once. Oh, we're about to show this is a fucking lie. These are all his doodles, folks. Trump put a bunch of his doodles up for auction, for charity and shit. He's famous for making doodles for decades and decades, so they know they're lying. Every word they say is a fucking lie. But curiously, he posted this to basically claim, like I showed you guys, the word enigma was used in the original birthday message. Here it is. Donald Trump, enigmas never age. And so Coke Jr.'s argument is Trump would never use the word enigma. We all know that he's never, ever used the word enigma, y'all. So it can't be Trump. Here it is. Has Trump ever used the word enigma, either writing or speaking? Of course, Grok is right wing now, so it just lied. There is no record of him using the word enigma. I'm about to show you. There he is. And then he's like, there's no record. He's never said it. He's never, ever said enigma. Everybody knows Trump would never say the word enigma, so this can't possibly be from Donald Trump. Only, yeah, here you go. Here's Donald Trump saying the word enigma.
Now, Carson's an enigma to me.
What? What'd he say?
Now, Carson's an enigma to me.
Yep, he said it. So, yes, that's Trump. It's a word he uses. You fucking liars. Can't run from the truth. But, of course, I know that even video is not enough for these people. Nothing is enough because they don't actually give a shit if you did it or not. Then he's pretending like he's suing the Wall Street Journal. This is never going to go to fucking court because he will have to be deposed. They're going to put him up there and ask him about his relation with Jeffrey Epstein. So he's just threatening to pretend like he actually cares, or he's claiming this is not true. But this 100% won't go through. He will drop this fucking case. Believe me. This is all a fucking show. And who would have guessed it? It was Rupert Murdoch. That's the guy who owns the Wall Street Journal. Had to pay $787 million for lying for Trump, and now you're throwing him under the fucking bus, and I love it. I love when they fight each other. Of course, they won't do it. Trump will fucking back down. They'll be buddies again tomorrow. It's all a goddamn show. It's all professional wrestling. And but the cult was right in line, folks. How dare you report the truth about our cult leader? You're not allowed to do it. First off, Jabba the Hutt impersonator Randy Fine tried to pass a bill that would ban house subscription to filthy Wall Street Journal, which, once again, is a Republican rag. Representative Randy Fine wants the House to ditch any subscriptions it has to the Wall Street Journal following the newspaper's sponsor report on Thursday. Yeah! We're going to make sure you guys don't get the very small amount of money we're actually giving you to punish you. Because, nope, journalism is dead. You're not allowed to tell the truth about our cult leader. He's our daddy. And then the White House banned the Wall Street Journal for Trump's Scotland trip because what they do, they punish any outlet for reporting anything they don't want to. They use the office of the presidency to bully you, to make sure you know in the future, hey, you won't have access. If you report things that are truthful about us, that make us look bad, you will not have access to the White House, which makes it harder for you to do your job, which makes it harder for you to sell your newspapers, which makes it harder for you to fucking stay in business. So get in fucking line, motherfuckers. And they will, folks, of course. They all do. We don't have any independent journalism that's actually working for us these days, except for this show, which nobody watches. And then it seems like he accidentally admitted he's in the Epstein files. Let's have a listen.
They were run by Chris Wray and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even before that administration, right? They've been running these files. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me. And so much of the things that we found were fake with me.
Yeah, so he's literally telling you right there, folks, they found him in the files. He's claiming they're fake, but he's in the files. There he is. You don't believe me? Believe Trump. Of course, I know no conservative actually cares about any of this. Once again, And then he claimed it was a hoax, folks. And then he claimed that the failure to release the Epstein files is actually making him more popular with conservatives. The more you try to cover up my pedophilia, the more popular I become with my cult. My poll numbers within the Republican Party and MAGA have gone up significantly since the Jeffrey Epstein hoax was exposed by the radical left Democrats and just plain troublemakers. They have hit 90, 92, 93, and 95% of various polls. That's probably true, folks. It's a sunk cost fallacy. They've done studies that show that when you prove to somebody that they're wrong, that their facts are not based in logic or reason, all they do is double down on it. All they do is be more convicted by what they already believe because their ego will not allow them to admit that they were fucking wrong. So probably they should come out with a videotape of Trump having sex with a child, and then he would get a 100% approval rating with conservatives. That is the trash planet we currently rotate on. Then he's pretending like he's going to unleash some of the Epstein files, but he's not. They have all the files, folks. They could just release them. But instead, he's like, hey, how about we pretend we're going to release some of the grand jury testimony for the Epstein trial, which, is not legal. It's all private. You can't release that stuff. So he's doing this because he knows the courts are going to strike it down. So instead of releasing all the files they already have, he's throwing this out there, which he knows is never going to actually get released, to pretend like he's doing it. And then, of course, this is going to take weeks and months to go through the court system. So it's just going to delay, distract, and kick the can down the road. This is their playbook the entire fucking time. But all that matters is that conservative influencers that dominate social media get on there and claim that they're going to release it. And the people will believe it. Basically, it's a Scooby-Doo mystery. People on the Epstein list. Let's see who this really is. Oops, there is no Epstein list. Yep, it doesn't exist, folks. If they release anything, I guarantee it's going to be scrubbed of Trump's name. But they probably won't release anything anyway. And then they're throwing everything they could possibly throw out there to distract people. They're back to the Hillary files, the Hillary servers, folks. Now they're threatening to arrest Obama because of Russiagate. Even though we know that Trump's campaign chief was arrested, convicted, did time for giving information to Russians, right? He even wrote a book admitting to doing it. But apparently Obama is behind the Russia story, so they're now pretending like they're going to arrest Obama, and now Trump is out here posting AI videos of them arresting Obama. I'll mute that shit. Yay, super cool. Anything to distract you motherfuckers. So ridiculous. Clown show every fucking day in the circus. And a lot of people out there defend Donald Trump, of course, folks. Shamelessness. Here is Speaker of the House Johnson, along with Mark Levin, and folks, they don't give a fuck if Trump's a pedo. Cycle.
We have a lot to run on, and you have a lot to run against, given the other party. But I will tell you this. We better be united. We better be strong. We better be focused. We better be articulate. We can't waste our time on Epstein and other stuff that are going on here that some people want us to focus on.
Nope.
About had it with all that stuff.
Had it.
We better focus on
had it on all that shit. Fuck the Epstein shit. Who cares if a bunch of girls are molested? Who cares if powerful men in the deep state in the swamp just raping girls all over Epstein Island? Who gives a shit? Shut the fuck up, conservatives. Get in line. And they will, folks, because they don't actually care. The party of fucking nothing. Case in point.
I think the Epstein files need to be released yesterday. We need to know every single person and get the Epstein client list out immediately.
And now,
1 hour later.
Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration.
Trust them.
I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done.
I trust Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. I trust the guy writing birthday notes to Jeffrey Epstein, talking about their little secret. Has it on his face. When has Trump ever lied to us? Right? So, yay, the people of nothing. And holding pedophiles accountable? Nah. Here's Paul A. Syphilis. The Epstein issue is about protecting children. Folks, there is no greater issue on the world. Except now he's all like the Epstein files are important, but are low on the list of what Americans care about. That's just the truth. That's the truth. I mean, before, like literally, this is one day before. One day, folks. July 15th to July 16th. There is no greater cause. Who gives a fuck? One day later. Literally the people of fucking nothing. But that's who rules us right now, folks. That's what our country is. And then they're trying to sell their people on forgetting about the Epstein files by claiming anybody who wants the Epstein files released is just, I guess, a trans person. Only evil trans people Well, the Epstein files released. Look at this. They want Harris for president and protect trans kids. And we all know that they're all pedophiles, right? Don't we all know that about trans people? We don't. Most of the pedophiles are youth pastors and preachers, and you guys don't actually care about that, of course. Luckily, a lot of people, conservatives even, were pushing back against this guy. They're like, I'm not trans, and I want the Epstein files. What the fuck you talking about? But yeah, molest and grooming adolescents. That's what MAGA stands for. The most ridiculous bullshit, but whatever they can do to distract and protect their pedophile daddy. And folks, I told you this before, they could literally see Trump raping their kids in front of them. And not only would they not care, they would be honored. People said I was weird for saying that, but they'll tell you themselves. Here, Stacey is right. Let me be fucking clear to every retarded liberal on this planet. I don't give a shit about the Epstein list. I don't give a shit if President Trump is on it. I wouldn't give a shit if Trump raped me. I wouldn't give a shit if Trump touched my kids. President Trump is getting shit done for me, for the American people, and that's all that matters. I still support him and will continue to do so as long as I live. And yeah, hey, you didn't have to tell us, but thank you for doing so. We already know it, but thank you for your fucking honesty. And there have been a lot of messages like this, folks. They literally don't care. You could probably kill their children right in front of them if Trump did it, but that's how a cult works, folks. The cult leader is supposed to fuck your children. All right? That's how every cult has ever worked. It's an honor to have the cult leader fuck your children. And that's MAGA in a nutshell. And then Stephen King posted this. I don't know why Stephen King didn't keep his fucking mouth shut. But never have heroes, folks. They'll only disappoint you. At first, he was like, the Epstein client list is real. So is the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. Get it, everybody? If you believe the Epstein files are real or the list is real, then you're fucking stupid. You're fucking stupid, everybody. Why did you post this? Is Stephen King on the Epstein files? Seemed kind of guilty, and then he took a lot of shit for it, rightfully. And so then he doubled down on it. And you know he's butthurt, folks. You know somebody's butthurt when they do the crying emoji, crying laughing emoji. That's butthurt 101. So he says, boy, I hit a nerve with that Epstein post. The list is like UFOs. Everyone knows someone who's seen one. Cried myself laughing. Dude, no one has ever been more butthurt on earth. You're like 70. This is a tale if ever there was a fucking tale, dude. Transparent as shit. Might have wanted to set this one out there, Stevie. But some people are opposing it, folks. Mostly, though, because they don't want to take any responsibility for what they did. We know that booger-eating Nick Fuentes showed for Donald Trump every step. Go away. Stop. Stop. Enough. Don't do that anymore. Showed for Trump every fucking step of the way, right? Helped Trump get elected. Told his army of incel groypers to vote for Trump. Went with Kanye West to have dinner with Trump, right? But now that Trump is fucking everything up like we all knew he was going to do, no responsibility, folks, just pretending like he's always been against Trump. Case in point.
And now he says if you're not on board with the Epstein cover-up, oh, I don't want your support. You're a weakling. Fuck you. Fuck you. You suck. You are fat. You are a joke. You are stupid. You are not funny. You are not as smart as you think you are. You are, and honestly, and if you watched my show, you know I've been very critical. I've never been this far. This just goes to show critical. This entire thing has been a scam.
Who could have seen it coming? When we
look back on the history of populism in America, we are going to look back on the MAGA movement as the biggest scam in American history. And the liberals were right. The MAGA supporters were had. They were.
But you knew it the whole time. Okay, you knew it was a scam the whole fucking time, and you didn't care, right? Because this is how you made your money, right? Being a little edgelord, being a little right-wing dickhead. That's how you made your money, and you didn't give a fuck, right? You got more popular, you got more fame, you got more money, and just like every grifting con man, that's all you cared about, you little squeaky bitch.
When we look back in history, we will see Trump as a scam artist who served as a vehicle for this rather than the other way around. Yeah. We were not the vehicle for Trump.
You already knew it. You knew it, you fucking liar. Just not taking any responsibility. And even Alex Jones is trying to distance himself and jump off the bandwagon, escape the monster he created.
You talk about this, I'm going to excommunicate you. Well, you're not the Pope, bro.
Bruh.
I mean, you're not speaking from the throne ex cathedra.
Bruh. Brocephus.
And plus, I'm not Catholic.
Or human.
So, I think of Catholics, it's just, give me a break.
Break down.
Anyone who disagrees with anything I say is banished.
Banished.
And I'm not saying Trump land is a cult.
It is a cult.
The Democrats are the cult of hating reason and logic and common sense.
Definitely. That's why you shield for this guy the entire time while he was molesting children, because you're not a cult.
But when Trump starts behaving like that,
like a cult leader,
it starts getting into cult territory.
Yeah, no shit.
I bet since I talked in the first hour and said I'm not in this cult, that's what it's turning into. I bet there's already news articles about it. But I went on to say Trump is not a cult yet, but behavior like this starts going down that road.
Just so stupid. Reject reality. It's always been a cult. You were in the cult, one of the lead ringleaders, one of the cheerleaders for the cult, one of the deacons of the cult. Well, like this one, folks. You see some pranksters stock Trump gift shop with Epstein cars, a comedy duo. I bet it was a good launch. Yeah. A comedy duo placed Jeffrey Epstein themed postcards in the gift shop at the Trump Tower on Thursday in a hilarious stunt. And I love it. There you go. Good liars. Posted Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein, but that's probably going to be their best seller. They love it, folks, because they think this owns the libs. They're completely fine with Trump raping kids as long as it upsets the libs. That's all they care about, is upsetting people. They would let Trump rape their children if it upset us. That's what we're dealing with, folks. That's who rules the United States right now. That's where we're at. And then Bondi, Pam's Attorney General, arrived in San Francisco to announce the Alcatraz reopening, because they're doing that, folks. It's a museum. Hasn't been opening for fucking ever, but they're going to reopen it. They're going to spend tons of fucking money. U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi and Interior Secretary Doug Burgum are in San Francisco visiting Alcatraz Thursday morning and are expected to announce plans to reopen the federal penitentiary. Folks, $2 billion. $2 billion with a B. That's how much it's going to cost to renovate this thing, because it's in shambles. It's just fallen down. Basically, they're going to have to rebuild it again. It'll be cheaper to rebuild it from scratch. But they're not going to do that. They're going to spend even more money. There's no money for cancer research. There's no money for your and my health care. But there's $2 billion for this fucking prison. One prison, $2 billion, folks. And Fox News out here, Johnny on the spot to sell old people on it, folks. Make old people believe this is a good expenditure of our money. They really give a shit.
The currents are strong. Alligator Alcatraz has the gators. The real Alcatraz has sharks. The perfect prison guard. Trump wanted an appraisal, so he sent Bondi and Burgum. They got a little tour of the house and measured the curtains, sized up the cells. It needs work. No power or plumbing right now, but Trump's flipped bigger buildings before.
President Trump was the master builder in our country of construction.
Bankrupted casinos.
And he's been talking to construction companies who think they can come in here.
Oh, yeah. He's been talking to construction companies who were like, $2 billion. Their tongues rolling out of their mouth, their eyes bulging. Yeah, baby. We want $2 billion. Of course. They're happy about it.
And fix this and fix it up in the way it should be, and really try to restore it to its original capacity and save Alcatraz.
Save Alcatraz. We already have more people in prison than any other country on fucking earth. Why not spend $2 billion on this one fucking prison, y'all? Make it make sense, but good, do it. You cannot bankrupt this country fast enough. Faster, pussycat, kill, kill. And then the Department of Justice, they were trying the cops that killed Breonna Taylor back when Biden was president. Got some convictions on it. No, Breonna Taylor, who was a black lady, was in her house sleeping when the cops came in and killed her. Well, the Biden administration tried to hold the cops accountable a little bit. They put them on trial. They were found guilty. And then when their sentencing came around, Trump was president. And, of course, Trump wants to make sure cops can just murder you in your fucking sleep and not have anything done to them. They're the God man. They can literally do anything, literally kill you in your own home, in your bed. And it's fine. So the Department of Justice, Trump's Department of Justice, went to the courts and asked that they only give the cop 1 day in jail. 1 day. Basically set him free for it. The Justice Department requested that the Louisville police officer convicted of the connection with the raid that results in Breonna Taylor's death serve only 1 day in prison, folks. They don't give a shit about law. They don't give a shit about order. They don't give a shit about your life. Only protecting the thugs, the jackbooted thugs that rule us all. They can do anything. Our lives don't count. Luckily, the judge gave the guy 3 years. That seems too little to me, but better than 1 fucking day, so good, I guess. Kentucky cop gets 3 years in death of Breonna Taylor. Better than nothing. Meanwhile, over in Oklahoma, they're having MAGA tests for their teachers to weed out the woke teachers, even though they got a huge teacher shortage, because why would they do this? Oklahoma Superintendent of Education Ryan Walters is enlisting PragerU, oh goody, propagandists to devise an assessment that Walters says would protect students from woke teachers moving into the states from places with the more progressive education policies like California and New York. Walters' plan to screen teachers for woke attitudes comes to Oklahoma, which is ranked nearly the very bottom of the states in education achievement, is experiencing a serious teacher shortage, so why not make them the enemy and chase them off? So basically, they're going to make sure that you don't like gay people or trans people, and that you don't believe in any of the history of the United States that makes it look bad, which is most of it. Can't teach facts anymore, can't have any empathy, or you can't be a teacher in Oklahoma. And hey, good. You're already almost last across the country. You people in Oklahoma, this is exactly what you fucking deserve. Your kids won't be able to compete with other kids in other states. And fucking good. You can stay poor and goddamn die in your own filth, you goddamn losers. And that is my Chud Watch for this evening. And we're already at halftime. Like I said, it wasn't a whole lot for tonight's show, but at least we get to hang out together. So please forgive me while I do this very quick commercial. Hey, you guys know what Patreon is? And fucking shut up, Dusty. So Patreon's basically a site where you go chip in a couple bucks to help me not go out of business. There's a link in the description of the video. It's the very first link. You click on it, it goes to this page, and you click on Become a Member, and then you're like, hey, it sucks to have to put my PayPal in or my credit card information in, but I want to help Dusty out because I want to feed his kiddies, and I don't want him to go out of business. I like his show and think it's important, and I know that his show is only funded by the users. He doesn't run ads on his show. He doesn't sell anything. He doesn't bullshit you or con anybody out of fucking money. He just makes free content and put it out there. And the only way he can stay in business is if I go help him. And I want to feel good about myself. So I'm going to go chip in a couple bucks. Did I guilt you into it? I hope so. But also you get access to the after parties. We're having a cool after party tonight. We're going to check out the Good Liars, my favorite duo. They went to the Young Earth Creationist Museum and hung out. And we're going to watch their video, among other things, the after party. So please help me out if you can. I would appreciate it. And thank you in advance. And all right, we're going to go. I got a few PayPals. PayPal's always also a great way. PayPal.com is a great way to support the show if you want to. There's a link in the description of my video. And PayPal takes less money than YouTube. So that's a good way to do it. And shout out to a couple people that sent me some PayPals. First off of the list, it's loading. Come on, you got a PayPal. Boom, it is. Joshin Lehman gave me $42. Very generous. I'll take that $42. Appreciate you. Pat Deefer gave me 10. Thank you, Pat. Carmel Goodfellow gave me 30. And last show, Jamie Nelson, $50. So thank all you guys, you fucking heroes. I really appreciate you. And now let's read the super chats. Hey, we're only $150 in super chat. Hey, $300 show. So help me out in the super chats if you can. Rebecca, hero of the show, thumbnail says it all. Man, I nailed the thumbnail. Every thumbnail takes hours to make, y'all. You have no idea how long it takes me to make these fucking thumbnails. But I do it. It's a labor of love for you because I take my shit seriously even if nobody watches this show. Got 558 people watching this show. What the fuck? So stupid. Whatever. Fuck this country. Looking forward to catching up. Your show is the silver lining in this dark timeline. Hey, thank you for watching it, Rebecca. You one of the only good ones. The BBC as always. Fucking love BBC. King shit. Good to see that, BBC. Appreciate you. Adventure Van, $20. You already got to Phantom Liberty. Yeah, baby. I'm rolling through this game. I'm like 30 hours into it, though. Been playing Cyberpunk to death. Why are you playing those video games? Try it VR. Although it only really works if you have like a higher end system, to be honest with you. So, yeah, or in one of the better headsets, too. I got one of those Megan X 8Ks, y'all. It's pretty good. Thank you, Venture Van and Rocks with us FM. Thank you for the attention on this matter. I know, right? That's a very effective way to end your tweets, Rocks. Ivy Evans, 10 tickets. Fuck yeah, Ivy Evans, one of our heroes in our moderating crew. Thank you, Ivy. If you got a ticket, please give Ivy Evans your love. And check out the community section of YouTube for your ticket. It's there. And also, like, you have all the tickets to the after parties. And give Ivy Evans your love. Come hang out with us tonight. I appreciate you. Wings of Shoe. Redskin is a derogatory if a word as the N-word and is used to put down natives. I know. But also, I know there are a lot of indigenous people that don't give a shit about that, too, to be honest with you. The fact that the Indians, chiefs, and other words exist shows redskin can be changed to someone neutral or better. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I mean, whatever you want to do. Works for me. Loki, 5 tickets. Fuck yeah, Loki. I appreciate you. Good to see you tonight. If you got a ticket from Loki, give me your love. The Farrells, hope none of you are on the list. They send their regards. I ain't never hung out with no rich person ever, so I know I'm not fucking on that list. The only rich person I ever had asked me to hang out was John Lennon's son. And then he abandoned me because I shit on Jordan Peterson. So the second closest one was E. He wasn't rich, but he was fun in the show, and then he turned out to be a Zionist. So I won't have any problem never being on any of those high-fluting lists. Not that I would be anyway. I'm just saying. Thank you, Swagger Cat. Good to see you tonight. Scritches to you and yours. Michael Fork, $20. Love you, my brother. Love you back. I do wish you would do a Ukrainian segment, though. There are some real heroes, in my opinion, that are getting fucked, and it is disgusting. Dichotomy Israel, Slava Ukraini. All right, well, I mean, have you been sending me any links? I mean, I have a public Twitter, cultofdusty1. You guys can send me anything. A lot of my topics I cover are people, or things people sent to me, so, like, send me something. Thank you, Michael. MW, $20. I like your show and think it's important. I appreciate you, MW. One of the good ones. Fuck yeah, MW. Hero shit. And speaking of hero shit, bust that, dust that, you did it. Already over the limit. Tonight's show sponsored by BBC. Give it to me hard and dirty. Tonight's super chat. Hey, tell the world, BBC. Fuck yeah, everybody. Heap your love with BBC or die immediately. Fuck yeah, thank you, BBC. Making me be able to continue to do this. That fucking rocks, dude. Oh, you guys know what else? I actually I had them come tow my truck, so I might get my truck fixed this week. Thanks to you guys and your generosity. I finally going to get my truck fixed and not be stranded here. And also, I got my ceiling fixed, sort of. I kind of tacked it up there, I use screws. It looks shitty. It looks really bad for y'all. I had a big hole in my roof. It just fell in. And I fixed it. And also, I think the ceiling tiles might be asbestos, but I'm just going to ignore it and not worry about it because I don't know what mesothelioma is, so it's fine. Don't worry about it. Thank you, BBC. Fuck yeah. For my broke ass of love, thank you, $5 at all of that. Group Care, I appreciate you. And Agent Orange got a good one heading your way on Friday. Fuck yeah, that's what I like to hear. I'm going to take it all, take it deep and hard. Agent Orange. Love you. And I look forward to seeing you on Friday. And all right, hey, thank you, everybody, especially BBC, but all you guys who shipped in. It means a lot. And now, the show continues. Still plenty of time to get your shoot if you want to. I'm going to read all the rest at the end of the show. But for now, we're going to do, I still haven't made a theme song for this, but it's the economy. It's the economy, stupid. I don't know. I'm workshopping it. It'll be perfect. Trust me, y'all. First off, on the economy, have you guys noticed how much meat cost?
Wolf new this morning, more soaring prices at the grocery store, but it's not eggs draining your wallet this summer. The Department of Agriculture says the cost of beef is hitting record highs across the country. Let's go to CNN business and politics correspondent Vanessa Yurkevich. Vanessa, break down these numbers for us.
Yeah, the last time that Americans may have noticed sticker shock at the grocery store was when eggs were at record prices. Since then, they have come down because the avian flu, which was killing millions of birds, has been contained and supply is now back up. But it's a different story for beef. Just look at prices since January, up 9%.
Damn.
And beef is retailing at the grocery store for on average $9.26 a pound.
Yikes.
And that is a dramatic increase since the beginning of the year. The
Wolf new this
So
morning.
according to Trump, though, price has never been lower. Who you going to believe, Trump or your own wallet? I know who MAGA's going to believe. They don't actually care. They'll pay higher prices. They'll let Trump rape their kids, whatever the orange daddy says. And then Trump trying to threaten a private business once again, Walmart, into not passing along the tariffs to the people. Hey, I thought the tariffs were paid by China. Why are you threatening Walmart? Something don't math. Trump says Walmart should stop trying to blame tariffs as the reason for raising prices through the chain. Was this last month? Yeah, that's old. That's old. Wow, fucking old. Is it old? Yeah, it's old. Okay, I already covered that. Whatever. Fuck that. And then Lies, edible lies, Charlie Kirk. Johnny on the spot to cover for Trump and his lies. That's how they're spinning it, folks. The conservatives are now spending the largest tax increase on the poor and middle class in history as though it's good. It's a lie by omission. Charlie Kirk says the United States has generated $100 billion this year from tariffs. As of July 14th, the largest data available, 111.5% more than the same time last year. President Trump was right and the experts were wrong again. Literally nobody said that if Trump raised taxes on Americans that he wouldn't collect more taxes. What the fuck? Nobody said that, of course. It's just so stupid. But they're trying to sell this as though he's taking this money in from foreign governments. It's $100 billion paid for, mostly by the poor and middle class of the United States. But that's how stupid conservatives are, folks. That's how stupid this country are. Just bootlickers. Just tread on me more, Daddy. I love it. It's a humiliation fetish. Simply don't give a fuck. Now got them cheering for tax increases. That's how crazy this timeline is. And, folks, they just... the lies are so outrageous. I can't believe that anybody actually believes this. They just don't care if they're lied to. Case in point here, Speaker of the House Johnson talking about how the Republican Party is the party of fiscal responsibility after they just added $5 trillion to the deficit. Trump added $8 trillion to the deficit the first time he's president, added more to the deficit than any president in the history of mankind. Yet, with no hint of irony, they will look at the camera and say shit like this.
But as I said, we're just getting started. There are multiple steps to what we're doing here. We're the party, the Republican Party is the party of fiscal responsibility. And we are demonstrating that day after day because of the president's leadership in the White House and what we're doing here.
Demonstrating it day after day. Your great-great-great-great-grandkids have not even been born yet, and yet they're born into a system that saddles them with this debt. We literally took money from people not even born yet and gave it to Donald Trump and Elon Musk. That's the system we live in. That's how little they care about fiscal responsibility. But they know that words don't matter. They know that lies are better than truth. They know that all that matters is total information control. And as long as they give Tim Pool, hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars to lie to his fan base, and they pay every single influencer and Google, boost him up to the fucking top, and Twitter, Elon Musk boost him up to the top, and they shadow ban shows like mine where nobody ever hears the fucking truth. They know the lies work fucking better, so they can say anything. And that's what we're dealing with right now, folks. 1984 as much as it could possibly be. And then they're trolling, I guess is the word I want to use here. He's just laughing at us, laughing right to our fucking face when they say shit like this, folks. So the dollar has slid already since Trump took office on January 20th. The dollar has slid almost 9%. That means what you were buying from other countries, your buying power is 9% less than it was. You have to pay 9% more on top of the tariffs to other countries because of the loss of the value of the dollar, folks. Yet Trump goes on television and says this.
They didn't want to be tariffed, did they, Howard? It's amazing. No, we're not going to let the dollar slide. If we have a smart president, you're never going to let the dollar slide. If you have a dummy, that could happen. Like the last one, he would. If you ever asked him about the dollar sliding, he would have no idea. It slid 9%, folks. He knows he's lying, but they get off on it. They get off on lying to people and getting away with it. Jack off the quote. I told him only a dumb would let the dollar slide. Why let it slide 9%? So president, they believe him. They literally. They're like just sexual psychopaths. And MAGA loves being treaded on. So like it's a co-sexual relationship. They love abusing you and MAGA loves to be abused. So it works out for both parties. And then if tourism already wasn't killed enough in this country, we're going to have a $9 billion deficit this year. Visitors to the U.S. will soon face a $250 visa integrity fee. Just an extra $250 to enter this country for no fucking reason. Just a big fuck you to anybody from any other country that might want to come here for tourist reasons. Get the message. We don't want you here. You are not welcome here. We don't even give a shit about our own people, much less you, so don't fucking come. And I guarantee you, many of them will get the goddamn message. Belly up! Airbnb and bed and breakfasts and tourist destinations. But a lot of you vote for this shit, so fuck you. And that is my economy coverage for this evening. Nobody was coming to America anyway. I mean, they were last year, but now who can fucking blame them? Definitely scary to be here if you're, even if you're from here, it's scary. Can imagine what other people feel. This is all your fault because you voted for this. Yes, I mean, I did, but yes, if they voted for this, you get what you fucking deserve, that's for sure. We are coming, Dusty. I don't blame you. I wish I could go to where you are. Wish I could transport all these animals to my house and my people there. Unfortunately, I am sort of stuck. Oh, well, what you going to do? I guess I'll just have to die. And, all right, we're along, folks. I need to make a theme song for this, too, even though I keep hoping that I won't have to cover this anymore. Meanwhile, on concentration camp news, so I cover, you guys know they've been rounding up American citizens too, harassing them. Sometimes they let them go, sometimes they disappear them. We don't have any idea, to be honest with you. It's the secret police doing it. So they asked Senator Tommy Tuberville, hey, do you care about citizens of the United States being arrested and harassed by the secret police? And here was his response.
So, Senator, do you care if U.S. citizens accidentally get detained in ICE raids?
If U.S. citizens?
Yeah, it's been happening a lot. It's been happening a lot with veterans in particular. Yeah.
Well, first of all, don't put yourself in a situation where that happens, okay? And I'm sure with all the illegals we have in this country, you're going to probably have some mistakes happen. That's going to happen.
It happens. Who cares?
Again, as long as we take care of it the right way, understand they are citizens, let them go.
Uh-huh.
But again, if you're going to be hanging around people that are not citizens of this country, some things like that are going to probably happen.
That's right. If you will be harassed by the secret police, you need to start asking for the papers of everybody you hang around with. If they're Mexican, you should probably just assume they're illegals and not hang around with them. I'm just saying, you deserve to be harassed and arrested unjustly, American citizens. Fascism 101, folks. They do not give a fuck.
Is there anything people can do to take care of themselves? Like, how can they do to prevent
Don't
that?
hang around illegals.
Okay.
Bottom line, because President Trump has said we're going to go after you, and at the end of the day, if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time, something bad could happen.
Yeah, you might get killed. You better stay away from the brown people. You better just shun them. Treat them like fucking dirt like we do. We don't give a fuck if you're a citizen or not. If you have brown friends, you just deserve whatever the fuck you get in this white supremacist goddamn hellhole. And so this hero lady, she's a journalist. She likes to follow around ICE and film them. And here's the United States of America now, folks. Secret police just jump out of their car and point guns at you. Not allowed to film the secret police. No rights in this country. It's like every banana republic, every dictatorship ever, folks. Look at this shit. Intimidating American citizens, the secret police. These doughy fat losers. Sorry.
If you know who I am, then why the fuck are you telling me to open the window? And why the hell are you fucking pointing a fucking taser at me if you know who I am? Okay, and you guys follow everyone. Everyone. You guys stalk people all the fucking time.
Yeah, not allowed to let people know who the secret police are. They just get to do their business and make all their fucking money and do their dirty deeds in the goddamn dark. And this is why they're doing it, folks. This is why a lot of them are brown folks, you better notice. A lot of Latinos. ICE offers $50,000 bonus to lure back former agents. They're already making hundreds of thousands of dollars. $50,000 to sell out your fellow human being, to commit crimes against humanity, to sell out your fucking country. It definitely is lucrative to be a fucking piece of shit in this country, y'all. Endless money to erode people's rights, to disappear them, for racism, for hatred, for violence. And DHS, well, they deleted it. Okay, fuck that then. And all right, that is my concentration camp coverage for this evening. I was going to show you Ice Barbie yelling at the press and telling them not to report the truth on what's fucking happening, but oh well. They're always disappearing stuff in real time over there on Reddit, memory holding stuff right before our very eyes. What you gonna do? Fuckers, yeah, fucking sellouts. They are your enemy. Act accordingly. They are fucking terrorist scum. Jackbooted thugs, secret police. Not coming in the future. Here now, funded more than the Marines, y'all. Seems bad. Seems real bad.
And all right, let's move along, folks. Get your super chats in if you want to. It's time for some religious bullshit. Still got the original theme, though. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. It's time for religious bullshit. It is time for religious bullshit. Yeah! And folks, you're not gonna believe it. Leave it alone. Texas priest gets 7 years on child sex charges. Juan Carlos Garcia, a former associate pastor at St. Philip Catholic Church in Franklin Catholics, pleaded guilty Monday in Williamson County to charges stemming from a 2024 indictment on multiple counts of sexual misconduct involving both minors and adults. Once again, shockingly, not a drag queen. You guys are way ahead of me. Always, always, forever, not a drag queen or a trans person. And I don't know if this was old or not. Seems like I might have showed this before, but also this could be new. Anyway, they're passing a law that they had to display the 10 Commandments in the classrooms, and this guy just nails this lady, asking her the correct questions, and basically they don't give a shit about the separation of church and states. They don't give a shit about your rights. They don't give a shit about parental rights. All they want to do is force their religion upon you. If you don't believe me.
We're not asking teachers to be theologians. We're asking teachers to display the 10 Commandments.
You know how important the 10 Commandments are to me, and you know how important my faith is to me, and we have an honest disagreement about the role of the government in this kind of policy. So I just want to have a conversation about that. The First Amendment forbids the government from establishing a state religion. Is that something we can both acknowledge and agree to?
I will agree with the fact that we don't want government telling religion what to do.
Do you believe religious instruction for children is the job of parents and pastors or government employees?
Again, we're just talking about a display of the 10 Commandments.
So, government employees, she has the right to tell you what your kids have to look at, regardless of what you want.
Here.
So I think the only reason politicians in this body would be micromanaging what posters are put up in a classroom is if we want children to read the posters. Would you be comfortable with adding language requiring parental consent from all the parents of students in the classroom before putting up a religious document on the walls of the classroom?
No, I would not.
No, they don't actually give a shit. They're always about parental consent when there's a book that has a gay person in it or whatever. They always feel like they care about parental rights, but they obviously fucking don't.
So you're against parents having a say in their students' religious instruction?
I'm against that proposed amendment, yes. I think that we need to return to the foundational truths.
How do you...
I get to decide for them and their kids. They don't have any fucking say, okay? It's my decision.
I think it makes a Hindu student feel to have a poster in every classroom that says, "Thou shalt not worship any god before me"?
Again, if they have come to the United States and they are living here, they're born here, they're citizens, then they would probably enjoy celebrating what made our forefathers so different from every other nation in the world.
They would love it. They would love being told they're blasphemers and they're going to fucking hell for having another god. They would just eat it up. If they were real patriots, unless they were some kind of ungodly communist foreigners. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, don't give a shit about you folks. It's just a theocracy, fascist theocracy, all day long. And, folks, you want to know why all these youth pastors continuously rape children? It's because you guys take your children to their little plays like this, where they get on stage, they play kids' music, and they act all fucking cool. And then they seduce your fucking children. Cringe!
Quit playing games with my heart. Playing games with my heart. Before you tear my heart. Playing games with my heart. I should have known from the start. You gotta die hard. Tearing us apart.
Oh my God, I want to put an ice pick in my ears!
Quit playing games. Baby, baby, the love that we had was so strong. Don't leave me hanging here forever. Oh, baby, baby, this is not right. Let's stop this tonight.
Oh my God, you guys know how you live your life that loves you enough to tell you you can't fucking sing? I guess it doesn't matter. I guess the whole point is for them to look cool in front of the 12-year-olds in their congregation. But yikes, you guys are not making boy bands cooler. You're just making Christianity worse. To paraphrase Hank Hill. And then, folks, I'll take shit that never goddamn happened. Well, let me cover this one first. I'll do that one last. Speaking of the pedophiles, the Trump administration just made it to where priests don't have to tell the police if people confess to them that they molested children because they don't actually give a shit. These are people that really care about children, don't they? But no, we know MAGA conservatives don't actually care about protecting children in any way whatsoever. Just in, a federal judge has barred Washington State from enforcing a law that would have required priests to report evidence of child abuse learned during confession. The Trump administration had intervened on the side of the Catholic clergy. Yep. You get to keep it quiet. If another priest confessed to you about all the kids they molested, you can't tell anybody. You just have to move them to another church so they can continue to molest other people. You can't fucking fire them. You can't do any goddamn thing about it. You just got to let children be raped. That's the Trump administration. Because of fucking course it is. We have pedophiles rolling us and running us. And lastly, on religious bullshit, I'll take shit that never happened for $1 trillion goddamn dollars, Alex.
Got a gold tooth here? 3 gold teeth. And they happen right now.
Okay, so he was saying, hey, let's check, let's pray for golden tooth. And I was like, hey, Grandpa, let's just check in faith. And he opens his mouth and he has 3 golden teeth.
He didn't have gold teeth before coming in here. So nope. I don't know him, but this guy's his grandson.
I can testify. I've known my grandpa my entire life. We lived together, and he's never had golden teeth.
Never had golden teeth.
Never.
Suddenly, yes, golden teeth.
There was a season a number of years ago where we brought flashlights on Sunday nights just to check for gold teeth.
That's just what God do sometimes. I mean, yeah, there are people in basements right now being tortured to death, praying for fucking death. Little kids being raped all over the place. There's like 20,000 children that starve to death every single day. Boom, one just died. Boom, right now. Boom. Every time I say boom, another child dies. I'm gonna stop saying boom. But no, sometimes guys like fuck those people. You know what I really want to do? I want to randomly put gold teeth in people's mouths. Yeah, hey, that's just crazy enough to work. Fucking God. What a jokester he is. He's hilarious.
There'd be so many of those miracles that we just have a flashlight to check out.
Definitely that happened.
So we may need to start bringing flashlights again.
Right.
That's amazing. May it increase. May it increase.
I'm just saying, even if that were true, what kind of piece of shit has the power to pray for miracles to happen and what you pray for is for gold teeth? Like, doesn't that make you instantly the fucking bad guy instead of praying for, you know, literally anything good for society? Started that you guys might be psychos, but obviously also you're liars, you and your gay grandson.
Sorry, just incredible. It's amazing.
Amazing. You guys are amazingly stupid and gullible. You'll literally fucking believe anything. Oh my God. And that is my religious bullshit for this evening. And folks, we got a Beyond Parody coming up, followed by a hero. We got 2 heroes tonight. We got a bunch of posts on the heroes, but 2 heroes. I bet you can guess who one of them is, though. I bet you can guess. And all right, then we're going to do a pretty cool after party. Not a whole lot of after party things tonight, but we do have a long clip of the Good Liars at the Young Earth Creationist Museum. So you're going to want to watch that. So if you don't have your ticket already, get one. But for now, it's time for some Beyond Parody. Beyond Parody! Folks, do you know what funded by Russia and billionaires clearly gay Benny Johnson hates more than anything? Effeminate man, just piss him off. This alpha male studly stud. Yeah, no, the most masculine man in history can't stand little bitchy queers.
Well, Rupert Murdoch should have consulted with his financial professionals because apparently, according to President Trump, he's going to get his ass sued off today. This is the monster news of the day. All yesterday, some of the people that I used to follow.
Who?
and I say this begrudgingly because I lived 15 years in Washington, D.C.
In the closet?
I was a Capitol Hill reporter. I was a White House reporter. I had my hard passes, able to go in and out of the White House, able to go in and out of the Capitol.
In and out of a booty?
And so on. It gives me a little bit of street smarts and know-how because I've actually gone and done it. Hit the bricks, as they say. I'm not just down here spouting off in my studio. I've done my time, right?
I
know a lot of these people.
Done it all.
And a lot of these bitchy little gossip girls, these reporters, they're
these bitchy
so
ones.
effeminate and they're
So effeminate.
so unbelievably
gay. So gay.
Lacking in testosterone.
Trust me, I know them all. I can tell you firsthand, they're all super gay. All right, effeminate little gay boys who like it when you deep throat them, who just like it when you take it deep in your throat and just hold it there, grab their ass and just pull it deep and just hold it until you like pass out because you can't breathe. That's how they like it, and I know them personally.
And catty.
There's no catty.
And feline.
They're so feline.
Nature.
Unlike me.
They're all little gossips.
I'm a dog.
And all
Wolf.
throughout my social feeds, I could see these old journalists that I followed, that just kind of stay in the same
old
job
queens.
forever and die in that job, or tell the...
Anyway, beyond parody, dude, you are not Studley. I'm just saying, dude, you're a little bit effeminate, Benny, a little bit. And this one broke the internet. I know you guys already saw this one, folks. I know, but I got to cover it anyway in case you did, in case you've been living under a rock the entire fucking week. So there's a company called Astronomer. Never heard of it. I thought this guy was an astronomer. I'm like, who gives a shit if an astronomer got caught having an affair? Apparently, he is the CEO of a company called Astronomer, or he was. And then he hired a woman to be his HR representative. You guys know what an HR representative is? Basically, they're the person at the company who's specifically hired to tell you not to fuck your boss. So, of course, they got caught on camera having an affair at the Coldplay concert.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Yes, they're definitely having an affair. And it probably would have gone viral if they would have just been cool with it, waved. Nobody probably would have saw it. It wouldn't have been all over the internet, but their whole reaction is what fucked them.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two.
They're like, oh shit, okay? We are fucked.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you are fucked.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
So Coldplay knew it immediately. You guys were having an affair. So stupid. Don't take your side pieces to public concerts, you fucking idiots. It's almost like they wanted to get caught. And there was a lot of parodies, as you might imagine. Let's take a look at a couple of them. First off, this one from King of the Hill. And no, John Redcord, no, Nancy, no. Rest in peace, John Redcord. That's how you get caught. That's how you get caught. But Dale's so stupid, he would see this and he'd be like, I can't believe John Redcord was giving her a massage at the Coldplay concert. She must be having her migraines again. Dale was stupid, y'all. Can't wait for the reboot. Then there was this one. Who is on this one? No, Pam! No, what would Jim think? And Dwight, really? I think you could do better, Pam. Psh, I'm just disappointed, Pam, to be honest with you. Hell no. What would Angela think? And unseen footage. Of course, they had to have some of Donald Trump and Epstein. I think my parody was better than this one, to be honest with you. My AI was way better, way better. I'm better at AI than you are, whoever did that. And then they even had the Legos. Oh, no, that's the Legos, my first affair. I can see it. I'd buy that, to be honest with you. That's a pretty good one. This is why Gen X dragged us back into the office. They missed having office affairs with their side pieces. I can see that. You get lonely just jacking off in your room. You got to get back to the office so you can fuck your coworkers. Everybody, we horny up in here. All right? And then, speaking of beyond parody, holy shit, this is Nancy Mace. This is real, folks. I'm not making it up. This is a congressperson, Nancy Mace, Representative Nancy Mace, posted this. Trump's economy, American-born workers. So I guess Trump is fucking America-born workers, and then they're all getting fired, I guess. I don't know. She says employment among American-born workers is up nearly 2 million jobs since January. Thank you, POTUS. I don't think this meme means what it thinks you think it means, but I don't know anymore. It's too bizarre to even wrap my brain around at this point. And then he got fired, apparently. Oh, yeah, apparently his name was searched so much it was trending on Google. That was a bad omen for his job future.
Andy Byron, who was caught having an affair at the Coldplay concert, is being Googled so much, Google trending lists him on their front page. That's not what you want. I know you'd rather Astronomer, your company, be trending for another reason. But yeah, he resigned. IT CEO. Apparently he was new, and a lot of people who work for him say he was a total fucking douchebag. And also, she was newly married to another CEO. She needs to save some CEOs for the rest of us. But I see a divorce in both of your future, and also some unemployment. I can't imagine anybody's going to ever hire her to work for human resources again when literally your entire job is not to fuck your boss. But whatever. Dummies. And one more on Beyond Parody, folks. Did you guys know that your car air fresheners can make you gay? It's got to be true. It's on the internet.
Your car air freshener is turning you gay. It is depleting
That's not
your
what's turning me gay.
testosterone. It is wrecking your hormones. I just was in an Uber, and the Uber driver had like a pack of trees, pack of car fragrance trees.
That happened to me yesterday.
Yeah.
I had to hold my breath the whole ride.
Exactly. It's disgusting, right? It needs to be banned. None of the artificial fragrance air fresheners in a car. So I tell the Uber driver, you realize that those are turning you gay. He parks to drop me off. He immediately grabs the pack of trees and he puts them in the trash can. He goes, thank you for telling me that. That's all it takes.
I can't believe people still use those.
I just saved that man's balls. Those can make you very sick. It can make it hard to get pregnant.
I can't believe these guys don't know.
Thank you for telling me that. That's
It's
all
turning you
it
gay.
takes.
I can't believe
That's totally straight heterosexual male. Want you guys not to be gay?
People still use those.
I just saved that man's balls. Those can make you very, very sick. It can make it hard to get pregnant. I mean, there's a myriad of issues with anything.
I mean, but if you're a man, that also makes it hard if you get pregnant.
That has perfume or fragrance that's artificial in it.
That's right, no perfume or fragrance for you motherfuckers. So don't buy Trump's clone. Or you'll be gay, and that is my Beyond Parody for this evening. Folks, I think they stink anyway. That's why I don't wear them. Or not wear them or put them in my car or anything. They just smell bad anyway. I don't need fucking smelly good in my car. It can smell all musky like a man. Yep. Everything stupid all the time in the trash world. Speaking of trash world, I don't have any trash world for tonight, but do you know what did happen that I guess I'll talk about since I just said the word trash world? Theo now, the Theo Cosby star Malcolm Jamal Warner died at 54. I don't want to do any stereotypes, but apparently the black guy drowned. I'm sorry. You're racist. You're the racist here, to be honest with you. What? Anyway, he died. A source confirms the actor played the only son of Bill Cosby character Heathcliff Huxtable in the sitcom Cosby Show. He was also on Malcolm and Eddie. Never saw it. He was on Major Crimes. Nope, didn't see that. Anyway, belly up, deleted. Malcolm Jamal Warner. Seemed like a good dude. Seemed like a pretty good dude, to be honest with you. I don't know. I ain't hating on him. And all right. Last chance to get super chats in, folks. We're going to move along and finish this motherfucker off with a little bit of heroes. We could be heroes just for one day. And 2 heroes for you guys tonight. First off, folks, recently I watched the movie. It was called, what the fuck was that movie called? Let me look. Let me open up the program that I legally download movies from. It's called QBitTorrent. That's where all the cool people legally download movies. The new show Overcompensating is pretty good. Scroll down. You guys are pirating, not me. I would never pirate anything. Sovereign! That's it. Sovereign! I saw the poster for it on the site where I legally download movies, and I was like, Nick Offerman! I love Nick Offerman. Great actor. Parks and Recreations is in the best episode of The Last of Us ever. Awesome guy. Love me some Nick Offerman. I saw the picture and immediately I was like, no, Nick, why are you making these stupid action movies for? They always got these B movies on the torrent sites, and it's like always like on the cover some guy with a gun, and they always suck shit. And I was angry at Nick Offerman, but then I read the synopsis for the movie, and I was like, oh, maybe this is an interesting movie. And folks, it was not a bad movie. Now, is it a good movie? It's okay. It's a low-budget movie, so for a low-budget movie, it's pretty good. It's about a sovereign citizen. You know what sovereign citizens are? Basically, they're people that don't think the laws of the United States apply to them because they can basically just say, you don't have any jurisdiction over me, and the laws don't apply to me, and it never works. Literally, they have never won a court case ever.
Anybody who has ever gone to court and used a sovereign citizen argument has lost 100% of the time. I don't know why they do this. I mean, I know why, because people are stupid, right? Conspiratorial, and they read shit on the fucking internet, and they get misled. And sometimes the government can fuck you over, and it can send you down terrible paths. And this movie kind of showed how that could happen, and how also, like, if you get into this conspiratorial bullshit, you can pull your children into it and ruin their lives as well as your own. So overall, it's pretty good, to be honest with you. Nick Offerman was good in it. And it was also based on a true story. It wasn't 100% true, but it pretty much happened like they said it did. I looked it up afterwards. Anyway, his co-host in that show was Dennis Quaid, who was a right-wing MAGA nutbag. And they asked him, hey, you are not a right-wing MAGA nutbag. You're actually pretty based and leftist. How did you handle having a Trump supporter on the movie with you? And he gave a really outstanding answer, and I thought I would read it to you guys. Nick says, they said, hey, Nick. Thank you for taking the time to do an AMA. I am a big fan of yours, and I love your distinct character as Ron Swanson in Parks and Recreation, a great show, and your role as POTUS in Civil War. Oh, I remember that. That was an okay movie. To my question, as Dennis Quaid played your counterpart in Sovereign, I was asking myself how you felt sharing the screen with a self-declared Trumpist. Was there any discussion behind the scenes with him on his versus your political views and or moral concerns about giving forum to someone with affection to such undemocratic and inhumane worldviews? And picture of class, Nick Offerman answers, hey, thank you for this tricky question. Dennis Quaid is a fantastic actor whom I've looked up to my whole life, and he's better in this film than almost anything I've seen him in. We didn't have a lot of time together on a set, so the context wasn't really conducive to digging into settling the world's problems, or even just those of America. Good morning, Dennis. How about those Epstein files? Question mark. Anyway, want to run our lines? Dealing with Trump supporters in the world is something I try to handle with nuance, because I know many others around the state who are very good people and citizens and would give you the shirt off their back. They are on the receiving end of an absolute fire hose of misinformation, so it's really cognitively dissonant, impossible to engage in rational discourse that they so readily voted for and support an unadjudicated rapist and felon and crook and creep and fraudster and liar and on, and are able to dismiss these national embarrassments and humiliations because their news channels tell them that their decisions of actual juries of their peers are a hoax or somehow false, is quite emblematic of the pervasive gaslighting that Fox News and all of their imitators have achieved. What about Hunter dildos? So it feels somewhat futile to attempt to argue any of these points at face value. And so instead of engaging with the wild amount of hatred that comes my way in the form of homophobia and toxic masculinity and so forth, I try to simply pump that message of empathy and true patriotism into the work I do. To make a gross generalization, we are all being fed the information that the billionaires and the corporations want us to be fed. They are profiting rapaciously from us all shaking our fists at each other and hollering about the latest science Joe Rogan's expertise has blessed us with, when it requires all of us to make this country great. I think we're all wrong about a lot of things, but the reason I lean left is because at the end of the Republican plan is austerity and literal fascism, sad military muscle parades and mounted troops in L.A., the coolest city in the world, and all the rest of the current bed shittings. And at the end of the Democratic plan is healthcare and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness for everybody. The whole goddamn thing is rife with flaws and always will be, governing millions upon millions of humans. But if my side encouraged me to hate anybody, I'd go looking for another side. No matter who we voted for, it requires all of us, including an overwhelming number of immigrants, to make the great bounty this country produces and is then so disproportionately pocketed by the ultra-wealthy. So I am not going to pick an argument with Dennis Quaid over our political leanings, because I'm going to shake his hand and try to make a great film. What the fuck? Holy God, how did this guy write all this off the top of his head in the AMA? This guy's smarter than I am. Love me some Nick Offerman. Fuck yeah, dude, that's the way to do it. And then one more, but we got several clips of hero Mehdi Hassan. I know you guys saw this one, so they had another one of these jubilees. They had Mehdi Hassan take on a whole room full of conservative dickheads, fascist, and it was crazy as shit. Let's watch a few of these clips. First off, here is the highlights of the whole thing.
I'm in a room full of, I don't know what to call you anymore, conservatives, Republicans, fascists, I don't know. Are your parents Americans or immigrants?
No, my parents are United States citizens.
But they're immigrants, you said.
No, they came here as immigrants. However, but
So they
I want
are
to make the
immigrants.
claim that we cannot
I came here as an immigrant, I'm
but
an immigrant.
at this point, when they came, the United
People
States
aren't happy with the way this is going. First, Fourth, Fifth, 14th, 22nd Amendments. Those are my amendments that I came with today. If you don't want to debate them, just say so.
Are you supporting like raping innocent women? Nuns, dude. Killing priests? I mean, priests don't brandish guns and kill people.
You just refuse to condemn the Nazi Holocaust, my friend. I don't think you're in a position to ask anyone any questions.
I said that one pardon against somebody.
It was 1,600 pardons. 600 of those were people charged
one
with...
example that you just gave me.
I can give you more. Just should I keep going?
Fine.
Shane
And I'll say the exact same thing every single time.
Then your argument will fall apart. When was the Islamic Republic of Iran founded?
1979.
When was Gaza occupied by Israel?
The very first time. 67, yes.
So, can we do the maths together? 12 years before the Islamic Republic of Iran existed, Israel was oppressing, occupying, dispossessing the people of Gaza. So your argument makes no sense. Neither of us are economists. It's the economist studies.
Don't assume who I am.
Are you an economist?
I could be.
But are you?
I could be.
Are you?
I'm not going to tell you.
Are you?
I'm going to major in economics, right?
Are you an economist?
No, he's not. No, not right now.
Okay, so when I said neither is economist, I was correct. Everyone here uses an iPhone designed by an immigrant, is on Gmail.
Fair point.
So pretty good showing by Mehdi Hassan. He owns these people. He's so well spoken. He knows his fucking shit. Can spit facts on the top of his head beautifully. And holy shit, the people he was debating are just the lowest of the fucking low. This is MAGA folks, though. These are the people in charge right now, and they're just gleefully fucking evil. These unfuckable losers. Case in point.
Wow.
100%.
Wow. And if that autocrat kills you and your family, you're fine with that?
Well, I'm not going to be a part of the group that he kills because that's the whole thing.
How do you know?
Carl Schmitt
Autocrats tend to kill everyone,
Carl
even their own
Schmitt makes
supporters.
this point very well in his work. It's the friend-enemy distinction, right? You
Carl
liberals,
Schmitt, the Nazi theoretician.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care.
I don't care.
Are you a fan of the Nazis?
I frankly don't care being called a Nazi at all.
I didn't say that. I didn't actually say that. I said, are you a fan of the Nazis?
Well, they persecuted the church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
what about the persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But you don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution and stuff like that, which is bad.
We may have to rename this show because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you can say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely. Everybody's clapping. We're fascists.
See, they're saying, remember they're so offended that we're calling them fascists back before Trump got elected? It was all bullshit. They know they're fascists. They don't care. They're not even trying to hide it.
I'm just checking who's clapping.
Wow. 100%.
Wow.
And not the only one that got owned by Mehdi Hassan. Case in point.
I'm not from India.
Oh, sorry, your parents are from India, so
I'm an American
you have
citizen.
your own stakes.
I'm an American, you know.
You're an American citizen?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. I don't know how you got that, but fair enough. Here's the thing.
Are you an American citizen?
Absolutely.
Okay.
But here's the thing.
Not sure how you got that. Okay.
Born here.
Okay.
Born here, and my family lineage is settlers from the 1500s, so I have some stake in the claim here, okay?
But you're
a little different
But you're
than
a
yours.
descendant of immigrants. Settlers.
I didn't know.
Colonialists.
Yeah,
You
colonials.
don't look
yeah.
very Native American to me.
I am Native American. Whites
not.
are Native Americans. What are
Sorry.
you talking about?
You're not.
What are you talking about?
You're
Whites
not.
are Native Americans.
We're dumb.
I think
What was happening before the 1500s?
I think you're getting confused with it.
I don't mind going on a tangent, but what was happening before the 1500s?
Calm down. I think you're getting.
What was happening before the 1500s?
There was indigenous people here that came here from
Do you know
Asia.
what indigenous means?
Listen, before
indigenous people can't come from somewhere else.
Why do you ask a question if you're going to interrupt?
I'm not sure if you know what the meaning of indigenous means.
I do know what it means. It
Doesn't sound
means
like
they came here first, right? They came here from Asia by way of land bridge. Have an argument with Neil deGrasse Tyson or anybody else.
I'm not from India.
They're all such dumbass douches. But of course, this is a great representation of MAGA, like this guy.
Explain I'm wrong.
I'm telling you how you're wrong. Because you're ignoring the fact that when immigrants come into an area, they spend money.
So this whole butt pony, it was made about people like this. This guy, a perfect representation of what a butt pony is.
They create jobs through their presence.
1/5 of their monthly income leaves the country.
That's a good thing also because you don't like USA foreign aid. So this is the point. They create jobs. I came into this country. So far, every one of my assumptions about you has been correct. But listen to me. I am an immigrant. I'm speaking from personal experience.
Get the hell out.
I don't even like... I should get the hell out.
Yes.
Why?
I don't want you here.
Why?
Because you come here and say all this bullshit
Why?
about how Americans are lazy.
Why?
You push your left-wing
I never
politics.
said Americans are
lazy. I don't know why you say this.
I never said Americans are lazy.
Yes, you are.
The only person
You're saying
attacking
immigrants
people
have
is
to
you.
come into this country so they can do jobs that we don't want to do.
I
That's
never said
exactly
those
what you
words.
said.
When did I say
Oh,
it?
really? You
When did
didn't
I
say
say
that?
it? We're
So why
on
don't we-
YouTube. Guys watching on YouTube, rewind to the time where I said immigrants are doing jobs we don't want to do. When did I say those words? Words
You
that
said-
came out of my mouth.
Okay, so why do we have to bring in immigrants? Why do we have to bring in immigrants?
Just douches. Just the fucking worst. But there was a great fucking parody video. We're going to skip over to the parody video. I really like this one, folks. You're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. You're going to like it. Don't go anywhere. One person versus 20 murderers. Basically every Jubilee video ever.
Hello, my name is Jake. I am a living human being who is currently alive. My first claim is that I don't think I should be murdered. Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm going to talk really fast in order to make a half-baked point and just hope you don't call me out on it. Does it really matter if I kill you? Secondly, hold on. Please don't interrupt me. I have a family. Do you have a family? Answer the question. Yes. It matters if you murder me. To you? Yes. But to anyone else? My mother would be disappointed. That's exactly my point. Would anyone else? You're moving the goalposts. For me, it would feel really good to kill you. Like, amazing. Let me get this straight. You believe that you have a better right. I'm saying it would feel good. So you're all fine with this logic that we could just say and do whatever we want? No. Because last I checked, we live in a society and not a Blumhouse purge movie. No, hey, clearly I'm making a pretty good point because everyone's trying to vote you out before I get to the end of my point, which is I've been voted out. Shoot, I was actually really close to getting to the end of my point right there. It's been a pleasure. Cheers. My second claim is, please don't kill me. Please, oh God, please, please, please. Whoa. You got here fast. Yeah, well, I really want to kill you. I can tell. First off, I believe in respect. I show respect to everyone, no matter who you are. I believe we're better as a society when we respect one another. No, I appreciate that. Here's why I'm going to kill you. Is that a threat? It is just a statement. Where do you find these people, man? I'm just stating things, and you're being really divisive. Okay. Your car is parked, 30 yards from the door over here. Do you really think you can outrun all 20 of us and get to your car in time? I mean, one of us is gonna kill you. I mean, if not me, one of these other people. No, we're not arguing if it will happen. We're arguing if it should happen. I think so. Please don't kill me. I have so much to live for. It's actually illegal as well, and I'm calling the cops right now. I got voted out. Shoot, I was really close to calling them too. Nice chatting. Cheers. My final claim is, no, please, help me, this is a trap. Hello. I actually agree with your earlier point that you do have a lot to live for. You have a wife, you have kids. Thank you. Yes. I just don't care. Okay. I'm still gonna kill you. What about the 2019 NASA research paper that claims 99.9% of people don't want to be murdered? Okay, what about the research that says I don't care? What are your sources for that? I don't need them. Well, pal, it sounds like you're forfeiting your argument. Okay, but it doesn't matter because we're all gonna kill you. Okay, yeah, really solid argument. Well, I was really impressed with the skill of some of these debaters, you know. Whatever you think of their arguments, I think that they have a lot of passion, they have a lot of drive, and I hope we were able to find some common ground. Hello? Is this part of the video or the exit strategy? Anyone? Hello?
Run, dude, they'll kill you! I hope Mehdi Hassan is safe. And great video, dude. Nailed it. And all right, folks, that's my fucking show. We did it. 90 minutes. Oh, an hour and 40 minutes. Fuck yeah. Of the world's greatest program ever created. And hey, guys, I'm going to try to be back Wednesday. We'll see what the fuck happens. I don't control the news. I just report it. So if I have enough material, I'll come back. So just assume I'm going to be back Monday. Wednesday, rather. Come hang out with me. But after party coming up next, so if you don't have your ticket, you have plenty of chance to get your ticket. But please do me a favor, go sign up to my Patreon. Don't let me go out of business. Help me out. And also, if you sign up on Patreon, you get after party tickets. You get them everywhere, folks. Help me out. Help the cats out. I would definitely appreciate it, folks. Thank you in advance. And you can also leave tips and stuff through PayPal. But also, comments. Leave comments on the videos. That helps the algorithm. Like it if you haven't already done so. You know how it works. This isn't your first rodeo. Just help. Help, dude. Help, please. And all right, let's read the super chatty chats. Thank you, Dust, for making me laugh. Hey, thank you for chipping in, Kate. It means a lot. I appreciate you. Comrade, fuck yeah. Power to the people. Love you, comrade. Appreciate you. $20. Very generous. One ticket from Smoky Stew. Delicious as always, Smoky. Jason asked me a ticket. Good to see you tonight, Jason. Appreciate you. Just increased my Dust Patreon to $10 monthly. Fuck yeah, hero MJ. I love the shit out of you. Hope you come hang out with me at the after party tonight. Welcome to the Dust Buddies. Hey, you guys can buy a ticket right here. There's like a membership for $2.99 that gives you all the after parties as well. And you get customized emojis to spend the chat with, like not a drag queen and woo and all of it. So you can do that too. Thank you. Appreciate you. The great pink pillow. Lulai, $5. Bravo. Hey, thanks. Appreciate you hanging out with me. It's been fun, Lulai. For you and the fur babies, hey, thanks, Donald. Good to see you tonight. Hey, I'm happy that you're back. I love you, Dusty. Please buy my book so I can rejoin the club. May Falling Cross, Rich Mom, Poor Mom, The Tale of Two. All right. I don't know if that's a joke or not, but sure. What is your book? Sidney Relazzono, what's up, Sedona? Good to see you. Got a good one heading your way. All right, I read that. Anything else? 10 tickets at the buzzer. Fuck yeah. Eli Montoya. 10 tickets. And 5, hello, Mr. Anderson. Fuck yeah, Mr. Anderson. And Eli Montoya just gave you guys 15 tickets. So if you got one, check the community section of YouTube right now. God damn it, right now. And come hang out with us. The after party is happening next. So do it. But let's do a quick kitty party here. I'll just play, I gotta play a song. Let's just randomly play one. Don't say Butt Ponies because Butt Ponies is not on my song list here. We're going to pick this one. What did I pick? We taking your shit. I'll play that last. Whatever. We're gonna play it again. Fine. Yo, we came through the gates. All right, assholes. We taking what's yours, all the silver and gold. You built this on greed. Now the bills come due. We taking your shit. It's the least we can do. Whoa! We taking your shit from the safe to the shelf. There you go. Who wants it? Come and get it, assholes. There's only a couple cats in here right now. I just remembered. All the little kitties are out of here. So just have fashion. Pretty boy. I guess that's all we need. Folks, I love the shit out of you. I'll be back Wednesday, most likely. Come hang out. Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern. Love you guys. Good night. You pouring champagne while we pouring sweat. Now we taking it all. Don't you ever forget. We built the world you flaunt with our blood and bone. But you sit on your throne like it's all your own. Now the cracks in your castle are breaking wide. Thank you, BBC, of course. BBC. I gotta say BBC again. This ain't just loot, it's a statement loud. We the hands of the many taking back the crowd. From the art on your walls to the watch on your wrist, it's a redistribution. We taking your shit. We taking your shit from the safe to the shelf. You hoarded it all while we barely got health. The mansions, the cars, and the stacks you hid. Time's up, rich man. We taking your shit. We taking your shit. Yeah, the tables have turned while you laughed at the struggle. The fire has burned. It's justice, not crime for the lives you wrecked. This is payback time. We taking your shit. Yo, the gap too wide, we ain't blind no more. While you buying islands, we sleep on the floor. Your private jets, your summer homes, built on the backs of broken bones. It ain't envy, nah, it's justice we seek. For the kids going hungry every day of the week. For the debts we owe just to stay alive. While you profit off systems that barely survive. You made this world a game for the rich to play, but the poor's at your door and we're here to stay. We tired of scraps, we tired of tricks. Now we taking what's ours, we taking your shit. We taking your shit from the safe to the shelf. You hoarded it all while we barely got health. The mansions, the cars, and the stacks you hid. Time's up, rich man. We taking your shit. We taking your shit. Yeah, the tables have turned while you laughed at the struggle. The fire has burned. It's justice, not crime for the lives you wrecked. This is payback time. We taking your shit. You call it theft, but we call it fair. You stack the deck, now we taking our share. This ain't just about gold, it's the cost of greed. It's about the countless mouths you refuse to feed. We ain't asking permission, we knocking the door. From the penthouse suite to the polished floor. You had your chance to do what's right. Now we taking it back in the dead of night. We taking your shit. We taking your shit from the safe to the shelf. You hoarded it all while we barely got health. The mansions, the cars, and the stacks you hid. Time's up, rich man. We taking your shit. We taking your shit. Yeah, the tables have turned while you laughed at the struggle. The fire has burned. It's justice, not crime for the lives you wrecked. This is payback time. We taking your shit. We taking your shit. Switch over now. Good night, everybody.